Hello everybody, it is Manatee here back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create this super adorable Loomigurumi turkey. It is perfect because Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and just to give you guys a really quick update, I recently put my hedgehog in my Etsy shop, and be sure to go check out my other Loomigurumi baby a vampire squid octopus thingy tutorial. I'll leave that in the description box below. My Etsy shop will also be linked down in the description box below as well. Anyways, other than that, let's get on with the video. What you'll be needing today in order to make your turkey are bands in the colors of orange, brown, red, and yellow. You will also be needing some pony beads for the eyes. I'm using this pack of 780 from Michaels. They're 4mm pony beads, but any form of pony beads will do. You can also just use regular black wrapped bands. And I'll show you guys how to create that once we get to that part. You'll also be needing some form of stuffing. I'm using polyfill. You guys can use cotton balls, tissue, paper towels, anything like that. So anyways, let's get on with the video. Also, the approximate band counts and values will be in the description box below. Round one, you're going to be making a magic ring using 6 total stitches. I forgot to mention that you will also be needing a C-clip, S-clip, or just a crocheting stitch marker in order to mark your stitches. So to start off, you're going to be taking your orange and your hook and wrapping a single orange rubber band around your hook 3 total times, like that. Then you're going to take a single rubber band, slide that on, and reclaim. Then you're going to slide that through. Don't tug tightly. And then you're going to go through all 3 loops of that cap band. Then you're going to take another single orange, just go through the cap band, reclaim, slide through. Go through the cap band again, go just through the cap band, and then slide through. Continue to do this until we have a total of 6 stitches. And in order to count your stitches, if you can see these little teardrop shapes on the sides, those count as 1 stitch. And the band that's around your hook also counts as 1. So currently I'm at 4 stitches. 5. And finally, 6. Now that I'm finished with that, I'm going to take my stitch marker, attach it to the band that's around my hook, and get ready for the next round. For this next round, what we're going to be doing is increasing all the way around. So I'm going to show you what an increase is. You're going to go in to that little teardrop shape, and you're going to take a single rubber band, slide it just through that, and slide through. Then you're going to go in that same teardrop shape and repeat the process like that. And if you can see, there are 2 little V shapes on that single teardrop shape or stitch, and that is an increase. You're going to now go into the next stitch over and do the same thing. And then I'm going to go back in. Like that. Continue this all the way around until you get to your stitch marker. I apologize if I haven't been uploading lately. I've been quite busy with school and everything like that. I'm going to try and post more often now. Alrighty, I'm on my last one. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove my stitch marker and add it to the band that's around my hook. And now it is time for round 3. For this next round, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be single crocheting in the first stitch and then increasing in the next stitch. We're going to repeat this process all the way around. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Go into the next teardrop shape, and in order to single crochet, you're just going to take a single rubber band, slide it just through the teardrop shape, slide it through all, and instead of going into that same stitch, we're going to go into the next stitch. See, that was a single crochet. Now what we're going to do is we're going to increase and go back into that stitch. Do the same. We're going to now repeat this process, go into the next stitch and only crochet once, and then go into the next stitch over and crochet twice, like so. And you're just going to continue this until you reach your stitch marker all the way around. And if I'm going a little bit too fast, I apologize. Feel free to pause the video, rewind, or fast forward. I'm currently on my last stitch and I'm just finishing up my increase like that. Alrighty, now I'm going to remove my stitch marker, add it to the band that's around my hook, and prepare for round 4. For rounds 4 through 6, which are going to be a total of 3 rounds, you're just going to be single crocheting all the way around. I'm going to do rounds 4 with you, and then you're going to repeat the process 2 more times until you get to round 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to still use my orange for the entire thing and just single crochet. You're not going to be increasing in any of the stitches. And you're just going to do this all the way around until you reach your stitch marker. I am almost there. I have about 5 more stitches to go. Alrighty, so now I'm going to remove my stitch marker and add it to the band that's around my hook. You're now going to do the same exact thing that I just did 2 more times. Pause the video and come back to me when you're finished with those 2 rounds. I have all 3 of my previous rounds complete, and now for round 7, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be single crocheting in the first stitch, the second stitch, and then we're going to be decreasing in the next 2 stitches. I'm going to show you guys how to decrease. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your next stitch and just single crochet, go into the next stitch over, single crochet, and then you're going to decrease. And how I decrease is I pick up the first stitch, or the first loop, and then I pick up the last loop in the second stitch. And then I pull those together. Now you're going to just repeat this process. Single crochet, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, single crochet, decrease, single crochet, and then you're going to be ending this round on a single crochet. Remove your stitch marker, and we're now going to move on to round 8. Round 8, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be single crocheting in the first stitch and then decreasing in the next 2 stitches. So go into your next loop over. This is still using orange, and you're just going to single crochet, and then you're going to decrease. And then you're going to single crochet and decrease. Single crochet, decrease, single crochet, decrease. And then you only have 2 more stitches left, so what you're going to do is you're just going to single crochet in those next 2 stitches. So then you're just going to end up doing 2 single crochets, single crochet, and then single crochet. Remove your stitch marker, add it to the band that's around your hook, and now we're going to temporarily fasten off. For this, I take my stitch marker, add it to the band that's right next to my other band. That way it's secure. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make the legs of our turkey. To make my turkey's legs, I'm going to be using 22 total yellow rubber bands. You may need more depending on how long you would like the legs to be. I'm just going to have them be 4 lengths long. So to start off, you're going to take a single yellow rubber band and wrap it around twice, grab it, and wrap it around. Or if that method is a bit too hard, you can just wrap it around 4 times. Then you're going to take a single rubber band, twist it, double it over, attach it to the end of your hook, and slide this cap band on and reclaim, like that. You're going to repeat this process 2 more times, wrap it around 4 times, and take a single twist double, and slide on just that cap band, reclaim. I'm going to do this once more, 2, 3, 4, single twist double, slide it on, and reclaim. So those are going to be the toes of our turkey. Now what we're going to do is we're going to single twist double another single rubber band, and we're going to slide each and every toe onto that band, and then you're going to reclaim. Now on your hook, make sure that all the toes are facing outwards, not curled inwards. And then what you're going to do is you're going to single twist double, slide it through the bands that are on your hook, and reclaim. And then you're going to do that 2 more times. 1 last time, like so. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take a single rubber band, not twisted or doubled over, and you're going to slide everything on and put those aside. You can set them aside on their own. I suggest leaving them on an extra hook, a pencil, a skewer, something else that you have, or even an extra rainbow loom, so that they don't come undone. So I'm just going to leave them on my old hook. And now what you're going to do is you're going to repeat this process one more time. So create one other leg. Be sure to pause or rewind the video if you didn't quite understand it. And I will meet you guys back here with your other leg. So I have both of my turkey's legs and feet complete, so I'm just going to set those off to the side on an extra hook or something like that. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating the wings, and in order to do that we're going to be taking our hook and we're going to be creating a single magic ring of 6 stitches. I'm just going to take a single orange rubber band and wrap it around 3 times on my hook. Then I'm going to take another single rubber band, slide that on, reclaim, slide through, go back through the cat band, if I can get it on, like so. And now I'm going to take another one, pull it all through, and slide. I'm just going to continue this until I have 6 total stitches. So I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more stitch. Like that. So for this we will not be needing our stitch marker. We're just going to be single crocheting in the next 3 for round 2. For this next round, we are going to be single crocheting in the first 3 stitches only. We will not be single crocheting all the way around. So I'm going to go 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, 3 single crochet. And now I'm going to stop and I'm going to move on to round 3 of the wing. This last and final round, we are going to be doing a backwards single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So as you can see, these are your previous 3 stitches that you will be single crocheting into. Instead of going forward, we are going to be going backwards. So flip it around, as you can see what I'm doing. Go in to that single crochet. See, this is your previous loop from that last round. And you're just basically going to be doing single crochets backwards. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3, like that. So that is one of our wings, and in order to close it off, just go into the next stitch over, take a single band, slide it all the way through, and tug tightly, like that. Now I'm going to go back and create my second wing. You guys can pause the video, rewind, do whatever you need to do to create that other wing. And I will meet you back here when that other wing is complete. This next part, we are going to be attaching the wings and the legs. And in order to attach the wings, I'm just going to go on the very bottom of one of my wings and just create a slip knot. That way they're secure when I'm attaching them. And I'm going to just do the same to the other wing, like that. Alrighty, so first I'm going to attach the legs. That way it is easier to know the placement for my wings. And where the C-clip is going to be your back of your turkey. So you're gonna want to make sure that is in the very back, and you're going to kind of place where you would like your legs to go, and make sure they are on the bottom and they're separated by a little bit. So just stick your hook in two, grab one half, stick it through like that, slip knot, and then with this excess slip knot, you want to tie it around your leg like that. It's kind of a weird way of attaching things, but there really isn't a better way. If you guys have a way that you would like to attach your turkey's legs, feel free to go ahead and do that. This is just the easiest way for me to do so. So now I'm just going to attach the other leg and make sure it's somewhat parallel. Slip knot it. And you want to make sure that your legs are facing forward or straight. If they're a little bit curled, you can just stretch them out a bit, like that. Alrighty, so I have my turkey's legs on, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the wings. So I'm going to take my wing, and I'm going to place it right here. That's kind of where I would like them to go. And you're going to go inside, grab it, pull it through, make sure it's still on your hook. And you're going to go through the bottom, grab the other slip knot, pull it through. And now what you're going to do in order for them to be very secure is you're going to tie them tightly together. Like that, but make sure you don't tie them too tight. So that is one wing, and now I'm going to attach the other. So now I'm just going to grab my other wing, picture where I'm going to place it, right there, go in through the turkey's body, make sure it's still on your hook, grab the other slip knot, pull it through, and make sure that that's the correct placing where you want it. I think that looks pretty good. And now I'm going to tie it tightly, but not too tight that the bands break. Alrighty, so there I have it. I'm just going to quickly tighten this a little bit more. Alrighty, so there you have it. Your turkey's legs and wings are now on, and now we are going to get to finishing the head of our turkey. Right before we get to finishing up the head, we're going to be needing to stuff our turkey. This is a little bit too much polyfill, but I'm going to be stuffing my turkey with polyfill. You can get a big bag of it for only $5 at Michael's, and it will last you a very, very long time. But if you do not have polyfill, you can just use tissues, toilet paper, cotton balls, anything that you have, or even stuffing from an old stuffed animal. So make sure that you do not overstuff your turkey, or else the bands will stretch and it'll look deformed over time, and the stuffing will show. You don't want too much. That's a good amount. And then you're just going to take your excess and just put it off to the side. Alrighty, now that our turkey is stuffed, we are going to start on the head. For rounds 9 through 10, we are going to be single crocheting all the way around in orange. So I'm going to detach my C-clip from that other band that was holding it. And now I'm going to do round 9 with you, and you guys are going to then pause the video and do round 10. Just single crocheting all the way around. And I apologize if I haven't been able to upload any videos lately. I've been quite busy. But I also might be making a tutorial very soon on a Tsum Tsum Loomigurumi Snow White, because I've been able to finish her pattern and everything, and she looks really adorable. So that might be coming your way, so be sure to watch out for that. Alrighty, I am almost done. I'm going to remove my C-clip, add it to the band that's around my hook. You guys are now going to pause the video, do one more round just like that, and I will meet you back here when you are finished with round 10. I am finished with rounds 9 and 10, and now I'm going to be moving on to rounds 11, which we're going to be single crocheting in the first stitch and then decreasing, and we're going to continue that all the way around. So you're going to move into your next loop, and I'll show you guys how to decrease. You're going to single crochet, and then to decrease, you're going to go in the first loop and then the next loop, and bring them together. Single crochet, decrease. Uh-oh, that band fell. Single crochet, decrease, and then you are going to end on a single crochet. Like that. Alrighty, so now I'm going to remove my stitch marker and add it to the band that's around my hook. Now we can get ready for round 12. Round 12. 12 through 13, we are going to be single crocheting all the way around. I'm going to do rounds 12 with you. You guys are then going to pause the video and do rounds 13. Just going to be single crocheting in each and every one of my stitches. And this is an orange, or your main body color. Alrighty, now I'm going to remove my stitch marker, add it to the band that's around my hook, and now I'm going to pause the video, and you guys are going to do one more round exactly like that, and come back to me when you're finished with that. With that other round, and now we are going to temporarily close off and add and make the face. So I'm just going to attach my C-clip to the next loop over. And your turkey's looking a little bit creepy right now, but that's all good. We're going to, after we add the face, it's going to look a lot better. So first, I'm going to start off by making the beak, which you're going to be using some yellow rubber bands or whatever color you're going to be needing for the beak. I'm going to take 2, and I'm going to wrap them around 4 times. So wrap them around twice, grab them all, and wrap them around again, like that. And then you're going to take 3 of your rubber bands in the beak color and slide that cap band on. You can slide it on one at a time or all at once. I prefer one at a time or a couple at a time because they can easily come off. Alrighty, so there I have my beak. Now what I'm going to do is take a single rubber band, slide it through my beak, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach it to the face. So I'm going to grab my turkey, and I'm going to slide it through some middle rubber bands where I would like the beak to go. And I'm going to just slide it through. Make sure you don't grab any other rubber bands when you do. And just kind of slip knot it. Make sure it's somewhat facing forward, and then wrap that extra rubber band around the beak. Tug on it a little until you would like it to be the shape that you desire, like that. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to make the gobble, and in order to do that, we're going to take our red, wrap it around 3 times, a single red rubber band, take another single red rubber band, slide that cap band on, reclaim, do that one more time, just slide everything through, reclaim. One final time we're going to slide everything through, reclaim, and then we're going to add it to the side of our face. So go directly to the side, slide one end through, grab it, tug on it a little, and wrap the excess rubber band around 2 or 3 times. Slide that up, like that. Alrighty, so here's my turkey's gobble. You don't have to have a gobble. I just think it looks adorable. When it's on the turkey, it makes it look a little bit more like a turkey. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make the eyes. In order to do that, you're going to be needing some pony beads or just regular black rubber bands. I'm going to be using my 4mm pony beads that I got at Michael's. And you're just going to be needing 2. I'm just going to try and get these out of the bag. Like that. Now I'm going to take my turkey's body color, which is orange, slide a single rubber band through that bead, like that, and do the same for the other eye. You guys can also use safety eyes if you want. I just find that the safety eyes look a little bit too big on the turkeys. So now I'm going to kind of imagine where I would like the eyes to go. I think that's kind of a cute spot. So I'm going to take my turkey's eyes. I'm going to go in from the back, grab one eye, attach it to my hook, and slide through. Then I'm going to go to band over and slide that through. If you guys have a better way of attaching the eyes, then feel free to go ahead. I'm just kind of doing it randomly, like that. And then I'm just going to carefully tie a slip knot to that excess eye band, and then later I can hide that in the turkey's body. So now I'm going to go in with my other eye. I'm going to be using similar bands. Just gonna go in, through it, grab the other band. Sorry about that. I just had to finish attaching the other eye because it was taking a little bit too long. Now I'm just going to hide the other bands inside the turkey's body with my hook. Just do it one at a time, or both if you'd like, and make sure they're not sticking out. And if they are, just kind of tuck them in. Alrighty, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take a little bit extra stuffing. You don't need too much, just a little bit. And you're going to try and roll it into the shape of your turkey's neck, kind of, a little bit like that. That way you're able to stuff him a little bit easier. And then you can just carefully stuff him you can kind of like roll it around, make sure that it's the correct shape. And then what you're going to do is kind of hide any open pockets. Alrighty. So now the face of my turkey is complete. I'm going to now get on with finishing him up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to close off the head of our turkey. So you're just going to remove your stitch marker because you will no longer need it for your turkey. And now you're going to go through as many bands in the head as you can, so that way it's secure. And then you're going to take a single orange rubber band and slide it through them all. Be careful not to grab any excess bands when you're doing so. And then tie a tight slip knot, not too tight that it breaks though. And then you're going to hide that slip knot inside your turkey. Somewhere. Alrighty. So my turkey is almost complete. Now we're just going to have to make the feathers for the back of my turkey. Alrighty, and so in order to do that, you're going to be needing some brown and some red. In order to make the feathers, we are going to be needing to create a single brown magic ring of 4 stitches. So I'm going to take my brown feather color, wrap a single band around 3 times, and instead of creating 6 stitches like we normally do, we're just going to be creating 4. So I'm going to go back in. And for this, when creating the feathers, we will not be needing a stitch marker. If you guys really want a stitch marker, you can use it, but it's really not going to be of any help because you're just going to be going one way. If that doesn't really make any sense, you will understand once we finish it. Alrighty, so I'm at 4. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the next round. For rounds 2 through 5, we are going to be increasing back and forth. I'm going to be doing rounds 2 and 3 with you guys, and then you are going to pause the video and do the other 2. So I'm going to go in to that 1 stitch, and I'm going to increase, go into my next stitch, and I'm going to increase, go into my final stitch and increase. And if you guys can see, now it's kind of creating a semicircle shape for our feathers. And so you're just going to be going back and forth. You're not going to be going like this. You're going to be just going backwards, doing backwards increases. So I'm going to do this 1 round more. And then you guys are going to have to do 2 more rounds of increases after this. And this entire thing is just going to be using your color brown. Not until round 6 will we be using our red for our feathers. And you guys can always choose different colors and switch it up for your turkey's feathers. I'm now on the last stitch. Alrighty, now you are going to pause the video and create 2 more rounds of increases, still using your brown. I will meet you guys back here once you are finished with that. Finished with all of the increased rounds, and now what I'm going to do is for round 6 we're going to be single crocheting all the way around this semicircle in red, and then we will be finished with our tail feathers. And if your feathers are curling, that's totally fine. It'll uncurl once we attach it to the body. So you're just going to be single crocheting all the way around. I'm now going to fast forward this part since it is quite long and boring. You guys, I'm pretty sure, get the idea. We're just single crocheting all the way around. I just went off camera and finished up the rest of my single crochets. Now what we're going to be doing is attaching the feathers to our little turkey guy, and I'm just going to create a slip knot so that way it doesn't come undone. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the ends of the turkey together, ends of the turkey feathers, so that way it creates like one round circle. And in order to do that, you're just going to be slip knotting these together like that. And you can just kind of leave the slip knot hanging. Just do it like once or twice, or however many times you want in order for it to come together like that. Alrighty, so now what you're going to do is you're going to pick a side that you feel looks pretty good and you would like that to be shown. I'm doing this side, and you're going to make sure that that side is facing behind like that. Alrighty, and so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on attaching him. And in order for this part, you're going to need a couple of your outer colored bands. In this case, it's red for me. And you're just going to be single crocheting this on. And if you don't understand entirely what that is, I'll show you. Just go through a little bit of bands in the tail feathers and the back of your turkey in slip knot. Then go through some bands in the back of your turkey and your feathers and single crochet like that. Alrighty, so you're just going to continue that all the way up the side of your turkey, but we're only going to be doing this for 2 or 3 more stitches, not all the way up, just making sure that the turkey's feathers are secure to the back of your turkey. And then we can work more on making sure it stands up. Alrighty, and I think I'll go one more single crochet in the back of my turkey. Almost there. Like that. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we're going to go through just bands in the side of your turkey. Take your turkey's color, slip knot that together, and then you're going to hide those bands inside, or that slip knot inside your turkey. Like that. Or that one's still hanging out. I'll fix it later. So you guys get the idea. Now you're just going to do that to the other side of your turkey. I will go off camera and I will come back when you guys are finished. Single crocheted all the way around for the bottom part, And my turkey is almost complete. If you guys just want him like this, you can. But the feathers seem to be like not as attached to him as I am liking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through some stitches in the back part of my turkey, and then I'm going to go through some stitches in the feathers. Take my feather color, and I'm just going to slip knot those together and then hide the bands in my turkey somewhere, like that. And you can just continue this to where the places on your turkey you would like for them to be a little bit like closer to the turkey's body. I'm actually pretty happy with the way my turkey looks right now. I think he's looking quite adorable. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos every week. I will hopefully get back to my regular filming schedule, which is once a week, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!